So this week I'm taking you guys home with me. We're gonna do a little homework. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Corey. This is the Hill Custom Lumber YouTube channel. So you guys know I like to bring you something new and interesting every week. You know, we never really try to hit the same topics over and over again. I always try to bring you a new take on something. Well, this week I've been super busy, but honestly just run-of-the-mill stuff, planing lumber, sawing lumber, stuff you've seen 100 times, and I wasn't really feeling making a video of it. So there's one project we're gonna do today. It's actually the weekend. This is actually some of my homework, but I think you guys might find it interesting. I do want to show you one of the week's events that was not so good by any means. Yeah, my poor pickup truck. Whacked the deer one morning at first light, hauling a load of lumber. Hey, not good for the truck, not good for the deer, that's for sure. That's going to the body shop this coming week and getting a new bumper and grill, and what a mess, what a mess. So that was not a great start to one day this week, but what are you gonna do? I guess that's what insurance is for, unfortunately. So what are we actually working on today? Well, we're taking this truck home. I'm also taking this thing home. This actually isn't really part of the video, but it by default is becoming part of the video. This is one of those leaf vacs that goes behind a lawn tractor. And as you're about to see, we live in the woods, and well, leaves are like my arch nemesis. How do you say that? Arch nemesis. And my wife's been after me to come up with a better solution for the last couple of years. So Eli and I went and grabbed this, a Facebook Marketplace find a couple weeks ago. Got a really good deal on it, and we got to clean it up a little bit. I just put a tube in one of the tires, but we're going to try this thing out to suck up our leaves and get rid of them. So I don't know how that's going to go, but the woodworker in me is curious as I look at this thing. It's basically a gas-powered dust collector, and I didn't want to blow the thing up before I take it home and use it at home, but I'm curious if you guys have ever used something like this around the sawmill. I'm thinking this thing could be pretty sweet for cleaning out underneath the mill. So that might be something in the future we experiment with a little bit. But if anybody has any experience, ever tried it before, let me know. But honestly, what's going to happen here, since I'm taking this truck home for another project, actually the main project of this video, we're just going to load this on there. I'm going to take it home with that just to save me a trip, and then we'll kind of get into what we're actually working on today. Yes, I am entirely aware that this looks ridiculous hauling that little thing on this big truck, but you know, it saves me a step, and you can always haul a little load on a big truck. You can't do the opposite. Well, I'm gonna throw some straps on that and hit the road, but I figured I'll give you one little tidbit of lumber stuff this week while I'm here. Just popped in my head. Check out some of this wood I brought home from a buddy of mine up north. We got some 8-quarter hard maple, nice stuff, and some absolutely beautiful cherry. This is all wide, 8 to 10 inch wide, FAS cherry. Very, very nice stuff. Some of this is sold, some of it's still available, but you know, I love cherry, and I figured I'd show you guys 2 packs of beautiful cherry. Now we're headed home. I'll see you over there. So we made it home with the supersized load, and I know you're probably wondering, how am I going to get that off the truck? I don't have a loader on this end. Well, we're going to do that the same way we're going to put that shed on the truck, because that's what we're really after today. This shed here I built about 10 years ago. When my wife and I moved into this house, we burned coal the first few years. We had a coal stove, and I needed a coal bin, and I actually built this as a coal bin, and it's super heavy built. It's all oak construction, and I shouldn't show you this because I got a bunch of my garbage in here, my boxes that I need to burn, but I've been stacking them up in here because we haven't been using it. I actually put slats in here that I could put oak boards across and build up a wall, and the coal truck would shoot the coal in, and then as I'd shovel the coal out, I could pull the slats so I didn't have to shovel over it. It was actually pretty slick setup. It worked really well. Actually has beadboard ceiling. How many coal bins do you know that have a beadboard pine ceiling in it? But we stopped burning coal a few years ago. Well, if you burn coal, you know, it makes a mess. So we've been using this for storage. I store the snowblower and stuff like that in it. But with 2 kids, we were just running out of room. So this year we bought a much bigger shed we have in the backyard, and we just don't need this here anymore. So rather than just tear it down, I figure, well, I never have enough storage for parts and miscellaneous junk out at the shop. I'm gonna pick this whole thing up, put it on the truck, and we're gonna haul it out there, and I'll use it out there for storage. So it should work nice for that. So I think I can get my lifting straps underneath this because it's kind of built on skids. So I think I can get some straps under there, and who knows, hopefully no skunks or groundhogs or anything pop out. But let's get that leaf vac off the truck. We'll get this thing on the truck, and hopefully we don't wipe anything out along the way. So it looks like we drew a little bit of an audience for this project. What do you guys think is going to be underneath this shed when we lift it up?
A big fat groundhog and some mice. And a squirrel. And a mouse.
Well, I guess we'll see in a minute. For the first time in the history of this channel, I am turning the camera over to my wife, who doesn't want to be on camera, and she's going to film me. So this will be a little bit different. Good job, film crew. I got her on camera anyway. Well, that went pretty smoothly. Are you guys gonna dig for artifacts?
Yeah. That's a tomato under there.
There are some tomatoes from my tomato plants. Well, these guys want to wash the leaf vac, so I'm going to get this strapped down and I'm going to let them scrub on that leaf vac a while. And we'll see if it actually works. Well, totally different video than normal, guys, but it's what I got for you this week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I will catch you on the next one.